Hi, I'm Merle Wilkinson, and I work in our sewing room at church, at the Oak Crest Church of Christ. We make quilts for needy children and children's homes, and for the Christian Service Center here in Oklahoma City. We really enjoy our work, and we don't really work that hard, but we have a great fellowship, and we feel like that it's a good thing to do, and we hope it's blessing other people because it blesses us. Well, it actually began in 1982 when the congregation moved here. I was working then. I didn't really start at that time, but they actually met twice a week. Some of the women worked in the daytime and some of us worked at night, and that's when I started, when they started a night crew. When it first started, I think they started making quilts from the very beginning. And I don't know when they started doing the layettes. They've been doing that a long time. But we do a lot of things, but the main thing is the quilts. We make adult quilts, and then we make baby quilts. And with the baby quilts, we put together what's called a layette. That's the things that babies need first, after they're born. And we take those to the Christian Service Center for them to give out to needy, expectant mothers. And for instance, when we went to Tipton, not this past time, we took 44 quilts at one time. So that was for that year, plus what we took to the center in the winter. So I've never kept a record. Used to write down how many layettes we take, but I haven't done that. I just guess I'm getting careless or getting old, probably a little bit of both. I think most of us want to do it because we know it's a needed work. And then the other thing is that we just enjoy each other's company that we don't really want to miss. I don't think there's anyone that, because if they didn't enjoy it, they just wouldn't be here, because it's not paid. I threaten them sometimes, but no, I don't really, but just teasing,
She made blankets for, anytime a baby's born at the church, they have a big shower and everybody comes and brings things, and Merle was always the bringer of the blankets. So I was the recipient of one of those blankets over 42 years ago. It's a little blue blanket with a little boy fishing on it. And my brother had gotten one, 17 months before me, and my sister has one, Jake, our firstborn, who's 19 now. What do we see? But when we open up the one of the gifts from Merle Wilkinson at his baby shower, there's a baby blanket in there. And it just took me back. And as a matter of fact, we went after the shower. I went home and found that blanket and said, "Can you believe this? Here's this." Well, 15 years even after that, when Jake was 15, and we had fostered two little boys, Aiden and Nathan, and ended up adopting them, and we had a baby shower here at the church a couple of years ago, and we open up another gift, and there it is, even more blankets for Aiden and Nate, and even some more clothing and things like that. And she even brought food by the house. So here's a woman that's been blessing our family. My mother's 64, so for at least 64 years, and me personally for 42, and my son for 19, and the second wave of sons, Aiden and Nate, for the last 4 years. So we've got our whole pantry or we call it a pantry, but our little blanket closet is full of blankets from Merle Wilkinson.
Well, I hope when we that are working now can't take it up, and do it, I hope there'll be some young people that will help, but so many of the young people have to work, so it'll be hard, but I'm sure we'll find somebody to take over one of these days when when we can't work any longer. The oldest in here is probably 85, but they might not enjoy it like we do because we grew up, you know, our mothers sewed. We kind of grew up sewing, and we have a feeling for it, and younger people may not learn to sew and they might not have any interest, but we hope they will.